Hey everybody, it's EJ from Get Your Grill On. Get Your Grill On is located at 5164 Virginia Beach Boulevard, Virginia Beach, Virginia. We're not at the store, we're at the house because I'm getting ready to cook dinner. There's been this big rage all over Facebook about deep frying steaks. Can I tell y'all something? I deep fried my first steak 5-6 years ago doing some research. Absolutely wonderful, off the hook. I know it's not grilling, but you people that want to talk trash about it, sit down, lay down, shut up, be quiet. Because until you do it and you've done it and done it correctly and tasted it, your opinion ain't squat. So turn the camera around. Let me show you what we're getting ready to do tonight. All right, everybody. We got ourselves a nice big deep fryer. It's not too big. It's only about 4 liters. It's big enough to hold a nice ribeye steak. We got ourselves here 2 ribeyes because Tyler's coming over. So since Tyler's never had a deep fried ribeye, yes, I went to Walmart because sometimes Walmart does have some decent beef. They say it is Angus. It is a ribeye. It's not too bad. So these 2 steaks are out of the refrigerator. They're going to start coming up the temperature a little bit. We are going to have to dry these off really well. Once we rub them, if it doesn't absorb all the excess moisture, there could be a problem. So if there's too much moisture when you take them out of the package, you're going to want to wipe them off. Tonight, we're going to get a little funky. We're going to go with some chupacabra brisket magic, and we're going to go with some hardcore carnivore red. So here's what we're getting ready to do. We're going to take those steaks out. We're going to get them rubbed down. The oil is heating. I got it set at 375 degrees. We're going to go ahead and take the steaks out, get them rubbed down, let them sit. I want them to come up the temperature a little bit better because they've not been out of the refrigerator very long. Now these steaks, when we go to fry them, they're only going to be in this deep fryer. We're going to go about 4 minutes on one side and then we'll flip it over, even though it really shouldn't matter. But that's how I did it the last time. I did it about 4 minutes on one side, flipped it 4 minutes the other side, and we were done. So we may even cheat and only go 3.5 because if I remember the last cook, it actually went past medium rare a little bit further than what I wanted. And anybody who knows me, I like the low end of medium rare. So let's get prepping these steaks. All right, everybody. We got our platter here. I like covering my platters when I'm prepping my meat with butcher paper or plastic, because then I don't have to go wash it, nor do I have to go change it out and get a new one when it comes time to getting the finished product off of the grill. So let's see what we're going to do here. We got us some chupacabra brisket magic. This is one of Tyler's favorites. So we're going to get a nice healthy dose here. Now these ribeyes are about 1 inch to 1.25 inches thick. They're not super thick, but they're not super thin. I wouldn't use real thick ones like I did the first time I did this. I think that may have been why they got too done. It took too long in the cooker. So, but this is something y'all are going to have to play with and learn. How long do you want to keep it inside that deep fryer? Now, believe it or not, I'm outside doing this because I do not like frying in my house. So we're outside at the grill area. And even though the fryer's only been on for 10 minutes, it's already at 375 degrees with all of the temperature all the wind that's going on out here because we're getting the remnants of that hurricane. Now let's just pat that down in there just a little bit. All right. Yeah, we'll wash our hands. There's a national nitrile glove shortage, so we just have to make do. We're at home. We're not prepping food for other people. So now let's just take our steaks, put them down there, and let's hit them again. All right. That's that chupacabra brisket magic, one of Tyler's favorite rubs. And this is Just Prowl's hardcore carnivore red, which I absolutely love. Actually, a lot of times when I do a steak, I'll put red on one side and black on the other. Absolutely fabulous taste. You hear that wind blowing? I hope everybody that was down south, I haven't called a friend of mine that was down there in Louisiana. Larry, I hope everything's going good, buddy. So there we go. We're gonna let them sit there open until Tyler pulls in the driveway. And then when he pulls in the driveway, we'll get to cooking. Be right back to you. All right, everybody, here goes the first one. Let's pull our basket up. Just lay that bad boy right on in there. And in she goes. She's gonna stay in there just like that for about 3 minutes. Then we're gonna flip it over and put it back in for about another 3.5 minutes. All right, everybody. At about 3 minutes, pulled it out and flipped it over, and it was at about just under 100 degrees internal. Been back in for just a couple more minutes. Let's see what we got. Perfect, 125. Off she goes to rest. All right, everybody, the first steak's been cooked. When it came out, it was at 125 internally. It went up to about 147. It was in for about 3 minutes, then I flipped it, and it was back in there for about 2 minutes. So this time, we're gonna shoot for about 2 minutes, flip it, and 2 minutes again, and we're gonna see what the internal temperature is. I wanna try to pull this steak out of the deep fryer at about 115, no more than 120. So we're at temp. Let's pull up this basket. Hear that sizzle. Here we go. That's supposed to be 2 minutes, not 2 seconds there, EJ. All right, be right back to you. All right, we're right there at that 2 minute mark. Let's pull it up real quick. I don't know if y'all can see that. What are we at right now? We're at about 91 degrees. So, not saying you have to flip it, but this is how I've always done it. Back in the fryer for 2 more minutes. All right, everybody, we've been back in for about a minute and a half, minute 45. Let's see what we got. Man, this one really went over. Sheesh, and I was in there for less time. But we're gonna let it set, be right back to you. All right, everybody, we've been resting about 5 minutes. Let's see what we got. Oh my goodness, even though the internal went up to 150, look at that. Look at that. All right, I'm gonna do something I don't like doing, but y'all can't see me do it. Let's see what this tastes like, because my wife and my son said it's absolutely delicious, tasted like butter. Oh man. Wake your great grandmama up out of the cemetery and smack her, because I'm telling you, that right there is one absolutely delicious steak. If you don't try it, I don't want to hear your opinion. Y'all have fun.